Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a quick video for you today to feature a speaker I had never heard before. Ilumnia Vocalis, and it's omnidirectional, very unique cabinet structure and design. The Baltic birch layers, very attractive, not easy to make and not cheap. It's probably retails, I think, close to $20,000, which is a lot for a bookshelf. And it's omnidirectional, as I said, which, again, I like open baffle, omnidirectionals with MBLs, so I was excited to hear how these sound. And I got to be honest with you, you really won't be able to pick up much on this recording, and that's one of the macro takeaways I want to share with you today. But it wasn't my taste at all. In fact, it's probably one of my least favorite speakers I've ever heard at 3MA, probably just above the OMA, Oswald Mills audio horns, that I really wasn't a fan of. They're just not my taste. These, pretty much the song that I played was a demanding song, and we were playing it fairly loud, but it was bottoming out that 8-inch woofer. I just don't think that's enough for the kind of dynamics and songs that I listen to. But if you buy it with a sub, and then you roll off those main speakers so that that 8-inch woofer doesn't have to reproduce everything, then you may have a much more universal speaker for a lot of taste volume levels. So I'm going to share with you what I recorded, but the macro takeaway is that you probably don't, even through these recordings, there's certain things you're not going to hear, like this. You're probably not going to hear it bottoming out too well, depending on what your playback is on top of that. And then I'm also going to give you some value-added content in terms of that same song on the Rockport Cygnus with Boulder amp and the matching preamp with which 3MA just got in. So show as well how synergy with the Boulder. I've featured those Rockport Cygnus in that room before. I think it does sound a little bit better with the matching preamp from Boulder. And so one of the other value-added macro takeaways today is, you know, don't try to overthink that you can do a better job of synergy than the manufacturers themselves, especially manufacturers that do very unique and idiosyncratic designs that really are best mated with their own types, like direct coupled amps and their preamps. And amp preamp matching is really also important because of gain matching. And then as well, if you have a passive preamp, you're going to want a friendly input impedance amp. And there's a lot of variables. There are brands like I've featured, Airy Surratt, that can do pieces that think about you integrating with other pieces and provide you a lot of different variable controls to help that along. But in most cases, you're kind of just, it's a crapshoot. Most gear will work with each other friendly, and you can play around and sometimes strike gold with a unique combination. But my recommendation usually is whatever your preamp, go ahead and get the same amp if you don't have a lot of experience mixing and matching. So without further ado, enjoy this song on both the Rockport Cygnus and these unique Ilumnia Vocalis speakers. This is a track I'm going to play loud, so we might need to close that door. I did max out and bottom out on a few parts of that track. That's why it's a good track. But it's a very beautiful cabinet. All these layers of Baltic birch. Certainly for reasonable volume and small rooms, a different story, but yeah, we did make it bottom out there. Very interesting speaker design, omnidirectional.